Welcome to 5 Minute Pitch. I'm your host, Liz Saunders. 5 Minute Pitch is the competition that gives entrepreneurs from around the globe the opportunity to virtually pitch their business or product idea for the chance to win a grand prize of $50,000. This season, more than 30 entrepreneurs will pitch their ideas via Zoom conference call to our panel of 5 experts for the chance to advance to the finals and pitch to the judges live in Miami, Florida. Our panel of expert judges includes Greg Mercer, Steve Chu, Mike Jackness, and Scott Foker, all 7- and 8-figure e-commerce sellers who have run and sold multiple successful businesses. Today we are joined by guest judge Michael Stelzner. Mike is the founder and CEO of Social Media Examiner and Social Media Marketing World and is the host of the Social Media Marketing Podcast. Today we welcome Mayoni, a mother and entrepreneur who has created a sleepwear product that is both safe and gender unlimited for kids. Mayoni wants to promote equality and empowerment for kids at a very early age and hopes to create a line of clothing for them that makes all colors and styles available to everyone.
I'm excited, but I'm nervous because I believe that I have a great product. And I'm hoping that Greg, Mike, Scott, and Steve think that way too. Whichever way it goes, I'm just so very grateful for this opportunity.
This is 5 Minute Pitch.
Mayoni, welcome to the 5 Minute Pitch. Your 5-minute timer starts now.
My name is Mayoni Ranasinghe. And I'm the founder of Jammies, which is a children's sleepwear company. And we have 2 objectives. Objective 1 is to provide chemically untreated sleepwear to children. So current regulations stipulate that children's sleepwear should either be completely tight-fitting, like the long john type, or it should pass tests to determine flame retardancy.
Flame retardancy is achieved either by using a completely synthetic and potentially uncomfortable material, or soaking the material in flame retardant chemicals, which can cause health issues. To solve this, Mayoni is using a blend of synthetic and cotton material, which provides both comfort and fire safety.
Objective 2 is to be gender unlimited. Now, what I mean by gender unlimited is I really think that we live in an extremely genderized world. Everything is sort of categorized into boy stuff and girl stuff. And this is for adults as well. So, for example, in clothing, if you look at boy stuff, they have great prints like rockets and dinosaurs, and girls have unicorns and flowers. So this kind of consistent segregated prints gives a sort of, I feel, a negative subliminal message where boys are the doers and girls are kind of the dreamers. So what would be a good solution is to have gender neutral clothing. But if you look at gender neutral clothing, these tend to eliminate the traditional girl and boy colors. So what I think is a better solution is to just have any free-for-all thing where any color, any print is allowed. And I like to think of that as gender unlimited, because research has shown time and time again that we become what we believe. So we should really be telling our children to believe that they are limitless. Before launching my company, I did a small survey, and these are just some of the results. Almost 70% of people said that chemicals in their children's clothes bothers them. Another 55% said that they think that kids' clothing is too gender biased. And another almost 70% felt that they would like that to change.
Jammies is currently a one-product business selling a rocket ship nightgown on Mayoni's website, Facebook, and Instagram. Mayoni is facing 5 to 6 competitors in this market, none of whom focus on the gender-neutral category.
So for the future, I would like my product to be promoted through influencers like mommy bloggers and vloggers. I would like to market through Google Ads. I definitely want to start using Amazon as a sales channel, and I would like to create a customization of this product. If I were to be so lucky as to win, I would definitely use this to expand my product line and for marketing. And a conservative estimate is that I would be able to have a return of investment within a maximum of 2.5 years.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Mayoni.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsor.
Well, hey there, what's up? It's Scott Volker from the Amazing Seller Podcast. Are you looking to hire top Amazon e-commerce and marketing specialists to help you grow and scale your business? Have you tried before, but you just can't find the right people? Well, now you're in luck. There's a company and they're called FreeUp. And what they do is they vet out the top performers, the 1%, and they give us access to all of these people. And you can sign up for free, no monthly fees, no minimum. So all you have to do now is head over to FreeUp and start today.
Chemical-free and gender-unlimited clothing is a very unique market. Let's see what questions the judges have for Mayoni.
What have your sales been so far on that single SKU?
So not a lot at all, Mike. I would say about 3 or 4.
Okay. I just had a comment on gender neutral, because we tried to do that with my kids. I have a daughter and a son. It was mainly to save money, actually. We were hoping that my daughter would wear all my son's stuff.
So surprising, Steve.
And then the Legos too. But my daughter just naturally gravitated, without any influence on our part, towards the feminine stuff. So for the gender neutral, in theory, and I actually agree with the concept, for some reason, and I don't know if it's just genetics or whatever, my daughter just naturally gravitates towards feminine colors. And my son
Exactly, Steve. That's exactly why I don't really agree with gender neutral, because my girls are very, very girly and my son is a total boy. So I don't believe in gender neutral. It's just that I believe that everything should be available for everybody.
Mayoni doesn't want to limit colors or symbols to either gender. For example, she would love to see pink rocket ships on girls' clothing.
But is this nightgown for boys also? Or do boys wear the nightgown?
No. But yes, I've effectively eliminated 50% of my population. I realized that. I just didn't have the finances to create 2 lines, which is why for now I went with this.
There's 2 different angles that I see you pitching here. One is that you're talking about safety, and you had me at the get-go with the safety thing, but it became clear to me that that's not really, this is what I'm concerned about. Like, what is it? Is it you're the first to produce this comfortable piece of clothing, or is it more about the gender unlimited thing? Because that part I'm confused about.
I think it's both, and I'm definitely not the first one, Michael. Like I said, there are 5 or 6 companies which create nightwear in the same fabric. It's a 55% cotton, 45% modacrylic fabric. But I'm the first company to have 2 value-added propositions.
Mayoni faces the challenge of targeting a niche market of not only parents who want chemical-free clothing, but also want the gender-unlimited clothing. She feels that the market is small but growing.
Would it be fair to say that your pitch for gender unlimited is more towards girl power as opposed to the other way around? Because I could see this working as like a girl power play, female empowerment, sleepwear for kids.
Yes, probably.
As opposed to gender unlimited, which doesn't really evoke
I don't know if parents are looking for that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because then you're trying to create a market.
But girl power, like I have all these shirts for my daughter that says girl boss. We're all over that. And we actually search for those shirts.
Don't you have a shirt that says...
I have a shirt that says girl power too. Dad power.
Dad power.
Mayoni, who made these 3 or 4 units that you sold? Do you have a manufacturer? Are you making these yourself?
No, I have manufacturing in Taiwan.
Okay. How many units have you ordered through them so far?
1,252.
In way of marketing to sell her products, Mayoni wants to approach influencers and mommy bloggers to spread the word, sell on Amazon, utilize Google Ads, and expand her email list.
A little bit of advice that Mike gave before was, and I think that she would have the same kind of play, if you found like those influencers that you want, send each of those, a set or whatever, and then and just give them that, that as a gift, and then letting them, and not really telling them to pitch, just telling them to try it, and it's my gift to you to bring back to the community or whatever. And I think that would do well. But again, you have to get that type of marketing going. I don't know if AdWords is the answer.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you think there? I mean, you're the AdWords guy over there.
AdWords would be tough.
That would be a tough play.
Yeah. The searches that she'd have to bid for would be just way too expensive and
Yeah.
broad.
So I would go down the influencer route.
Yeah.
That's where I would go myself personally.
Yeah, I do agree, Steve. But one or two of the sales that I did get was through Google Ads. But
Really?
yeah, but it's been just a few days, so I don't know how it will go.
I would think YouTube videos would be useful too, potentially, you know? Like if you could do kind of a comparative analysis between, you know, what you don't know about what you put on your child when you put her to bed. You know, I could see very interesting educational videos
Yeah.
about how and why you need to buy, you know, stuff that doesn't have X, Y, and Z, and you could play to the concerns that parents have about the downstream possibilities that they didn't even realize while their child was sleeping at night.
If you were to take the SKU that you have now, and if you were only to be able to use like 10 words or less for that SKU, like, and what, maybe it's the search terms that you're bidding on in Google AdWords, like how would you explain that product?
Chemically untreated, gender non-specific sleepwear for children.
I'm just curious, those sales that you did get on AdWords, which keywords ended up converting?
Chemical free.
Yeah, I think that's a huge industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. We want to thank you so much for coming and doing this today. It's awesome that you got to the point that you're at.
Yeah,
Thank
great
you.
job.
All right, take care.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Be in touch.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
After the pitch, I caught up with Mayoni to see how she feels about her time with the judges.
They asked some great questions. I got some great tips. So whether I make it or not, I'm not sure. Let's see. I think my favorite part was really explaining my product, just trying to get them to understand what my product is all about.
Mayoni has created a very unique product for a very niche market. Let's see if she advances to the next round.
Recently launched, but hasn't had any success with the sales. She seems pretty passionate about this particular market, right? Presentation to me was kind of jumping around all over the place. We started off with, it seemed like it was going to be a safety thing with like fire retardant type pajamas.
Yeah.
Then it turned into more of like the organic, chemical-free route, which I was kind of digging. Then we got into the gender unlimited, and by this point, it was kind of like jumping around all over the place, and I started to get a little bit lost. What are your thoughts, Steve?
She actually had me at the safety aspects of the clothing, because I was just thinking to myself, are my kids wearing anything that's synthetic at this point?
Right.
And then she lost me at the gender unlimited because I just thought it was just a play on girl power, really. And I buy all those shirts for my daughter. And if she combined those two, I think I probably would have bought into the product.
Well, and she started off by talking about babies, and then she showed the product on a girl that was not a baby, which confused the heck out of me.
I was really confused when there was like a 6-year-old like wearing that at the end.
I was confused pretty much out of the gate. I mean, I thought she was, you know, again, with the safety, with the material, and then it went to the gender thing, and I was like, all right, we're trying to create, it almost seemed like she was trying to force an angle, but what was the angle? You know, if you're gonna go in that direction, then tell me that's the direction, and then we can start to see if there's really a market and there's demand there for it. That's why I was asking those questions.
I don't think there's a market.
Yeah, I don't either.
Well, she did get 2 sales off of AdWords off of chemical-free clothing.
Yeah.
right?
Which was like going back to what we said, this needs to be about the safety play.
Yeah.
And then maybe later, if you get a big enough market, see whether that gender unlimited concept is going to play. But you got to educate the market on this phrase. I mean, like,
I have concerns just from personal experience, unfortunately. I mean, sometimes in business, you learn from the school of hard knocks. We have a kids brand, a baby brand. This is a tough market. I mean, we also do things on the organic angle, and I thought it would be a lot easier to crack into the space. But moms, you know, rightfully so, are like really opinionated with this stuff. Like usually once they gravitate towards one brand, it's really hard to get them away from that. So you got to be able to.
dads too, by the way. They're my child.
Parents are tough to sway, and once you've made those decisions, it's hard to get them away. So if you can't be there through those early decision processes, it's like really difficult, and a lot of them are made through word of mouth. And so like trying to really get into that market is tough, and trying to do that with like this one SKU that's what ended up being, what we saw was for an older child, it makes it even more difficult, I think, because they've already now kind of been going with other brands to that point. So I see a bunch of other challenges.
she could still sell the product if she repositions it.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
I think just you have to get laser focused on that's your mission. You're going out there to create better clothing for children, and that's it. Like, that's the angle. And then you can broaden out, like you said, and add those sub-markets or whatever. So let's put it to a vote.
Voting time.
I actually have enough of a belief in Mayoni that she can reposition this particular product with the chemically untreated route and make a go at it. So I'm gonna vote yes.
I agree too that she can go the chemical-free route. I'm just not 100% sure that she's going to be able to make it happen. Clothing is really tough. The return rate is high. She's got to buy all those sizes, and she's still too early in the process for me. So
I think that she's going to struggle internally to step away from this unlimited concept, and for that reason, I'm going to say no.
All right, so
Yeah,
2 no's and 1 yes.
Yeah, I'm going to just say I think she can position or reframe like where she's going, but I think it's going to take a good solid effort to do that, and I just think she's too early. I think she's going to get there, but it's just going to take a little bit more work. For this, I say no. To move around.
And I mean, this is just for official purposes at this point, but I'm a no as well. Same exact reasons. Early. I think it's a tough market to get into. So we've had other early products get yeses here, but I would want to, because you had the extra element of being a difficult market, I would want to see some more proof before I would be a yes. So good luck in the future with everything, and
Thank you,
thanks for coming on.
Best of luck.
Thank you for your pitch, Mayoni, and good luck with Jammies Spree. Next time on 5 Minute Pitch.
I'm Stephanie, and I am the founder of Poolside Creations.
Would you prefer a glass of wine, or would you prefer a cocktail?
That really doesn't look very safe for
This?
pool.
Oh, they're super safe. You can't break these if you tried.
I would say the whiskey glass in particular was the game changer for me. I think the other glasses didn't quite look as good, but this is the most developed product that I had seen so far on the show.
their product is high quality, and so they can meet all of the low, medium, high grade